What is good, y'all? Hold on, give me 1 second. We're sending out the notifications or whatever. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Did I copy the thing? Bruh. That works. What's good, Gooey? How you doing? I'm about to get into it in 1 second. I got some videos to edit. Bro, why can't I hear my phone's audio? How's your day going so far, man? Am I crazy? Okay, there we go. I was about to say. All right, cool. There we go. That you are, my brother, and I appreciate you for that. I gotta get my live viewers back on. My live's been super slow lately. I think it's because I took a really long break. That took was tough. It was unfortunate. Because I used to like average like 80 views, and then I took a break for like a month or so, and then I started doing some little quick small lives. And the YouTube, I don't think YouTube like that. So now what I have to do is I just have to like, I'm about to do my whole workday live. I'm just doing my whole workday live now, because that way we can build the community back up. I appreciate you sticking by though. Greatly appreciate that. I just linked it to my story, so hopefully some of my people stop by. Even though most of my people are evening people. This is the first time I'm doing this. All right, I got some videos I need to edit. I wonder if I should even have this audio in the background. I guess I can have it like really low. Yeah, I can have that really low. Yeah, let me do that. And put this screen right here. What's going on with my encoder? Oh, you know what? Here, let me close some of this stuff out. All right, I have an idea. Let me close this out. New Lego Batman game? No, not yet. I do want to play it though. I love the Lego games. I'm a huge fan of the Lego games. I just got the newer Star Wars Saga, I think it's called, or Skywalker Saga. All right, there we go. I'm trying to close out some of this stuff. Quit that out. Might have to restart my OBS. I'm hoping I don't have to do that. Yeah, no, I think we're good now. I think it was Final Cut. But yeah, no, I really do want to play the new Lego Batman game. Have you played it yet? I heard it's really good. I did hear it had some like issues with optimization, but I think those are fixed now. I wonder if I turn off the, not that. Okay, I need that on. I don't need that. Wait, why do I have two gameplays on here? That's crazy. PS5 audio, we obviously need that. How is that so high? I'm curious. Doesn't even make sense. Okay, so what if I... How much does that drop that? And that's still 33. Interesting. Interesting. Oh no, not like that. There we go. You know what? I might just have to close the 5. Let's see. You know, that barely did anything. I don't think that did anything either. Anyways, let me do what I was really trying to do in the first place. Oh shoot, I have not been paying attention to TikTok. My bad, y'all. My bad. I am so sorry. My fault. That is completely my fault. All right. What was I doing? What was I trying to do? I need to go to Final Cut. Slane 2. That's open. Boom. Hopefully this junk don't act crazy again like it did the last time. Because that was unfortunate. Can y'all even see that? I think y'all can see that. No. Yeah, y'all can see that. Where am I? I need to find a spot to put the chat at. Okay, so we can have that right there. Boom. Have that right there. I think that works. I can close this window out. Close that out. Close that out. Close that out. Close that out. That way this can be full screen. Close that. Close that. It might be struggling with Final Cut. I don't know. Yeah, it could be struggling with it a little bit low key. Let's see. This can be closed out. It technically shouldn't be though. Yeah, it technically shouldn't be. And I wonder if that's literally just because it's Final Cut. Oh my gosh, that sounds so loud. Hopefully that don't sound too crazy. Matter of fact, which one is this one? Screen capture 3. I need to rename this to Final Cut Pro. Boom. The bit rate still that low? I gotta see. So I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that's working. I'm tripping. I have just the mic.
Yo, so
Yeah, okay. It is working perfectly fine. Cool, 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 cool. I don't want the mic to be like OD crazy though, so let me turn that down just
yo,
okay, so why does it keep saying connect your encoder to preview? Is that not what I'm doing right now? So I gotta get rid of all this media basically. Basically all that media is cool.
so I thought this was
Matter of fact, I can mute all this for right now. Let me see. Is that my orange? Why it look like that? Wait, what? That's not. Oh wait, no, that's because I'm on a different monitor. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. All right, so in the new one, all of this should be centered. Okay, yeah, there we go. That looks about right. All right, now I need to pull up those media files. I hope I have enough gameplay of it already saved. I have a feeling I might not. Let's see though. Oh, boom, boom. Low-key, where is my gameplay screen? Where do I find that? So if I go to campaigns, August. Oh, I low-key do need to enable that thing back because I can't see. Hold on. Let me do this one right here. Zoom in a little bit. Let's see where we at on the timeline. I need to find a good looking intro scene. I want a scene where he's like turning into the werewolf to be the intro scene. Oh, that could be a pretty good him mowing through these guys right here. That could be a pretty good intro shot. All right, so boom, put this right here. Why is there a gap right here? That is, did something not copy right? Wait, why is there a gap right there? Is my text off? Let's see.
Like this daily. Now I'm juggling sword combos.
No, the text isn't off. That was weird. All right, so let me. Is there a jump he does too? Oh, hell yeah. Go ahead and zoom in here so that way I can see a little better. Low key, no, I don't need to. The crop will help me out with that. Let me mute this too so that way that doesn't keep repeating itself. That'll be annoying. Just crop in here. Boom. Where does he start at? Okay. Can't miss that jump. Yeah, if I could start the video right on this jump, I feel like that would be pretty hard. Maybe even zoom in on it a little bit. We'll see. I feel like that's not gonna be that smooth, but hey, we don't need it to be perfect. I just want to show him mowing through these enemies real quick, because he's just absolutely just demolishing them boys. You gonna walk forward, bro? That could be the camera move. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's a good one. The little up slice right there. Damn. Why didn't I not get more of that clip? Let me see. How does that look? Oh, wait. It cut it off right at the good part. Hold on. We gotta go back. We gotta redo that for sure. It looks clean though. And then I could just also we could always smooth it out. Stabilization, rolling stutter, all that. Let me see. Let's see how it did. Oh yeah. That's perfect. Mm. All right. Mm, 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 mm. I low key do need to zoom in there because I did not realize how off that was because I just couldn't see it. How many seconds is that gonna go for? I'm gonna shoot for a change every 5 seconds. That's gonna be hard, but I want to challenge myself. I was gonna say, is this even? Why is there a cutoff between right here and the footage? You know, I thought this was just, yeah, what the hell? Huh. All right, let's zoom in by. Yeah, that's a lot better. Or I can see a lot more, I should say. Shoot, 200 even? Shoot, 400 even? All right, I think 400 is probably like our limit because that's like the border right there. I think that's him right there. That should be him. All right, let's see. Yeah, there we go. We got him pretty centered, pretty well, I think. It could be a little more centered though. I don't want to miss this jump. This junk better pay off. This is my first time putting this much effort into a short. Okay, we got him pretty good. I wish these like didn't have these like weird magnetic anchors. That's what's really throwing me off, to be honest. Like it's forcing me to put it in a spot I don't want it to go. That is pretty gnarly though. Oh wait, was that even a hit? That wasn't even a hit. Shoot, maybe we should, maybe we don't put that part in there. Maybe we started from right here exactly. Frame by frame. Who's gonna hit who first? Oh wait, that is actually pretty epic. If we start right there, because it's like a clash. Boom. That is pretty gnarly. That is pretty gnarly. I didn't even see the other guy. And recenter him here. Wait, I did put a. Please tell me I put an anchor down, bro. Okay, I did. Ooh, oh my god, I was gonna be so upset. Dang, I guess I should put more of the footage in there. Let's see though. Did that follow him enough? I think it did. Oh wait, no. I can't put more than 5 seconds of footage. I forgot I'm breaking my own rule. Well, I did have to start it later though, low key though. So let's see. Let's see. Alright, how would that look? Boom. Yeah, no, I feel like I should start it from like right here, low key, because that's where all the jumping was done. Boom. Boom. And that's definitely not 5 seconds. That is, it's close. It's close. All right, I need to fix this part right here. So was that like a 200 zoom? Dang, was it 400? Yeah, I guess it was 400. All right, he's centered. I know there's a way to track this junk easier. I just forgot it, bro. Or at least to mask it, I should say. All right, that's good for that one right there. This junk's about to be so tedious the way I'm trying to do it. I think it'll be worth it though. I need some with some movement over here. What's even going on in the script actually, low key? What am I talking about? Because that was just my opening shot. I was trying to get down. Let's see.
Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my
Okay.
and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster.
Okay, so we need a werewolf clip. Shucks, not labeled, bro. Also, I need to figure out if I even have the trailer footage in here. Oh yeah, here we go. Boom, drop that in there. And then let's go ahead and let's detect edits. There we go. Let that work its magic. It's so good. I should have warmed it up for longer though. All right. Let's see if I can get a werewolf clip in here. Surely there's one in here. Oh, that's a good change of scenery right there, though, low key. Yeah, I'll take that. Move this to the side. This right here. Wait, what the hell? What happened to my script? Oh, it just created a gap. Weird. This should also be. This can be deleted for right now. Just go right there. There we go. All right, let's see. Where am I about to put this at?
Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started shredding everything on screen. But
let's put it at the CTA. Yeah, let's put it at the CTA.
By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. No.
Might as well throw my click in there now. I'm very particular about my clicks. Let's see. Dang, I can't find the one I like. Okay. Do I not have a good click? I just used one in the last video. I'm so confused. Sure, I'll just use this one. Fuck it. Just use this one.
Sword. By the way,
zoom by 400. Dynamic entry. Oh man, I should put a little. I should do a little clip there. I should low key. think that would be hilarious. Nobody's gonna catch that though. I don't even think that'd be worth the effort. Dynamic entry. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, let me not do that.
Seems like this.
That was a good punch. There we go.
By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling on screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm
Bro, wait a second.
So I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started.
All right, that's the trailer, right? What scene is that? What scene is that? Oh, this is clean, low key. I should put that somewhere in the video. Do I ever say this is Slain
I was
2?
expecting a little bit more retro nostalgia. I was not expecting this much violence.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. I thought I did in this one. Oh my gosh, the boy's moving. Hold on. No, I gotta put all this in the video. How many seconds is this? That's 1 second long. Why y'all doing this to me? Why is it 1 second long, brother? And Loki didn't detect this edit, but that's okay. Okay, at least this is 6 seconds long.
Yo, so I thought this was just.
Wait,
Yo, so I thought
I was right. What the hell?
this was just.
Why?
I thought this was.
I don't know why my beginning yo is okay.
Yo, so I thought this. Yo, so I thought this was just.
I have so many questions. Something about this is not right, but that's okay.
Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started shredding everything on screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling sword combos.
Okay, so when I say now I'm juggling sword combos,
Now I'm juggling sword combos, werewolf attacks, and trying not to get folded by these absolutely nightmare-looking bosses.
do I have any absolute nightmare looking bosses in hither? What is that? Yeah, that's a nightmarish looking boss if I had to say one for myself.
Those werewolf attacks and trying not to get folded by these absolutely nightmare-looking bosses. Absolutely nightmare-looking bosses. Not to get folded by these absolutely nightmare-looking bosses.
All right, so by the time I'm finished saying bosses, it's over. God dang, I gotta move this way over.
Absolutely nightmare-looking bosses. The whole thing, nightmare bosses.
And then I'm gonna do another mouse click right there. Actually, no. What else do I have? I don't even want to do that. see what sound effects we have in here. I don't want to put something random there, but I might do it just because I can. Ooh, I could do a little flash. Yeah, just cause. Just cause. Literally just cause. Cause why not? For retention.
Fucking bosses. The whole bosses. You're looking bosses. The looking bosses.
Oh, not that. Let's do an adjustment layer. Let me add a little flash transition here. If it'll actually click, what the hell? Sheesh.
Absolutely nightmare looking bosses. The whole looking bosses.
Why is this not going above that?
Nightmare looking bosses. The whole thing has this heavy.
That's way too slow. Hold on. If this audio is only this long, transition gotta be at least that length, if not less.
Absolutely nightmare looking bosses. The whole thing has this heavy.
Still very slow. Actually, this is low-key slow itself. I feel like that should be faster too. Maybe not by 2, but like it should be like a really quick flash.
The whole bosses. The whole thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Absolutely nightmare looking bosses. The whole thing.
Yeah, that sounds better too. I might have to. That's all right.
The whole.
So I want this to be like a quick flash.
Absolutely nightmare looking bosses. The whole thing has this.
Perfect. That's what I wanted.
By the way, my name's Taika. My name. Screen. By the way, my name's Taika. My name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm just screen. Screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling.
Let's put this a little bit more in the center, just in case they miss it. Just a little bit more in the center.
By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm by the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling sword combos.
Alright, now I want to do like, for the payoff of this, I want to do like 3 different scenes of gameplay. They have to be like long scenes though. They can't be like low key. I kind of need this for the intro, because this is the werewolf transformation.
Yo, so I thought this was just an.
Yeah, why is this so big?
Yo, so I thought. Yo, so I thought this.
I don't understand why there was a gap right there in the original one.
No, I thought this was just another hack. Was just another hack and slash, and then I thought it was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster, and then my dude and
So I'm gonna say this right here. Boom.
Yo, so I thought this. Yo, so
Yeah, why?
I thought.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this gap right here.
Yo, so I thought this. Yo, so
Yeah, why is there a gap right there?
Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my hack and slash, and then you slash, and then yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started shredding everything on screen. By the way, everything on screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm just.
Ooh, that's a good intro. I ain't cap. I think that's a pretty good intro. I ain't cap. I'm very satisfied with the way this is the way. I mean, the way this is turning out. Give me 1 second, y'all. God dang it. All right, that works. That's straight. All right, next is.
Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my the hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started shredding everything on screen. By the way, my absolute monster.
Let's do a werewolf sound effect. If I can find one. Like a little howl. I think that'll work. I just realized I do not know how to spell werewolf. Werewolf sound effect. That one's fine. Better. I guess I'll just go with the first one. I don't need it to be crazy. Because what are the chances I'm even going to use that again? Let's just go ahead and call this.
Flash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster. Turned into an absolute monster. Absolute monster. Absolute monster, and started shredding everything on screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this. He turned into an absolute monster.
Let's put like a little echo on there, and then I'm gonna turn the pitch down too, cause you sound a little weak. In my opinion.
Into an absolute monster. Randomly turned into an absolute monster and started shredding everything.
That sounds so much better, holy cow. And let's throw a cathedral on there too.
Hack and slash, absolute monster, and started shredding everything on screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm turned into an absolute monster and started shredding everything on screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling absolute monster and started shredding.
That's so satisfying. Okay.
Yo. So I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned. Just another hack and slash, and then my dude.
I could put a sword right there. A sword transition, matter of fact. This is like super high.
Slash, and then my dude. Another hack and slash.
Excuse me.
Slash, and then my. Slash, and then my.
I was gonna say I should have a slash. That might not work. We can do this, but it's got to be like OD big. I mean, we could do that. I feel like we can do that. Where's my transformer tool? Yeah, it's gotta be like, the scale gotta be like, let's see. Not the scale of the whole thing, just this. I need to zoom out for show. Oops. Oh, it is big enough to cover the screen. The mad last. I didn't think that it actually let me size it up that big that easily.
Yo. So I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude hack and slash, and then my dude
Honestly, it doesn't feel too much like a sword, but hey, I'm still keeping it.
Yo. So I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started shredding everything on screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling sword combos, screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling.
All right, now I need like
Now I'm juggling sword combos, werewolf attacks, and trying not to get folded by these absolutely nightmare-looking bosses. The whole thing absolutely nightmare-looking bosses. Folded by these absolute.
uh I want to be friends center with him. Is that enough room for my mans? I think it is. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's enough room for him. Actually, I don't even think I have to move this for real. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Dang, let me know how the connection is on your screen because I think it might be a little bit laggy on my side. Let's see how that looks so far. Okay. I think that works. Cool.
The whole.
All right, let me see. I need to find some footage for this little gap area right here.
Yo. So I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started shredding everything on screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling sword combos, werewolf attacks, and trying not to get folded by these absolutely nightmare-looking bosses. The whole thing has this nightmare-looking bosses. The whole thing has this heavy metal album cover type of energy where every frame just looks angry. Like, yeah, I was expecting a little.
Okay, so this is like that's something right there.
Started shredding everything on screen. By the way, my name's Taika. I post games like this daily. Now I'm juggling sword combos, werewolf attacks, and trying not to get folded by these absolutely nightmare-looking bosses. The whole thing has this heavy metal werewolf attacks and trying not to get folded by these absolutely. The whole thing has this heavy metal album cover type of energy where every heavy metal album bosses. The whole thing has this heavy metal album cover type of energy. The whole thing has this heavy metal album cover type of energy where every frame just looks angry. Like, yeah, I was. Yeah, I was expecting a little bit type energy.
Hmm.
Every frame just looks angry. Like, yeah, I was expecting a little bit more. A little bit more.
I think I may have cooked. I think I may have cooked, yo. Let me see what's going on with my OBS though. I think my OBS might be tripping a little bit. Low key. Let me see.
Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started shredding everything on screen. Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster. Absolute. Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster. Turned into an absolute monster and started shit on serious monster and started absolute monster. Yo, so I thought this was just another hack and slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started absolute monster and started absolute monster. On screen. Slash, and then my dude randomly turned into an absolute monster and started absolute monster and started turned into an absolute monster and started shredding every turned into an absolute monster. He turned into an absolute monster and started shredding absolute monster and started shredding. Randomly turned into an absolute monster.